Hey guys, we're back with more of the Banished Knight Halberd run. We are in the Dragonbarrow. We're gonna finish this up fairly quickly, I think. We got, what, like a handful more bosses here. Then we got Limgrave to finish up, and then we'll be in Liurnia for the rest of the time. Probably the rest of the time. I don't know if we'll make it to Altus, but... Starting off with the Knights Cavalry, I think it's like the fourth one already. So many of these guys. I hope we don't have any of these in the DLC. I'm so tired of fighting them. I have to fight 10 of them already. I say it every time, but they're like the one boss I just hate fighting. I don't mind repeats of like anything else. Yo, get a riposte, come on. Thank you. Give me like all the Erd Tree avatars. That's fine, but Knights Cavalry is... Nah. It's really, like, just the fact that they move around so much is what annoys me. It's actually probably one of the better arenas, I think, for them, because it's so narrow. They can't run very far. Ooh, thought that was gonna hit me. I think we're about 40-something bosses through. I don't know the exact number, but... quarter to almost a third of the way through the run. Boss-wise, anyway. It's never really so, because, like, you know, the start of the run is always, like, the easier bosses. So time-wise, I wouldn't say we're... That's the wrong way. Time-wise, we're not a quarter of the way through, but... That's alright. Oh, and a bleed. Please. Chill out. Dude, the throwing knife guy is so obnoxious because he just, like, hops away constantly. Surprised it took that long to stagger him. Charge forth, I guess, doesn't do much stamina damage. I can never remember where this is. So only a couple more bosses. We get the Avatar, we get the... what what's it, the trio? Crystalian trio, and then 4 after that until we come back later. No, maybe we make it back here. I don't know. We gotta get through like half of, or maybe not half of Liurnia, probably like a third of Liurnia. Uh-oh. Then we go to Volcano Manor, do a couple bosses there, and then somebody else's, and then we come back to Cavalry. I'm not going through that. I was gonna say, I hit him so many times, I couldn't believe he hadn't staggered yet. So we're actually almost a 10th of the way through the Elden Ring weapons, which is exciting. So this one, plus I started another one on Twitch, so once those two are done, it's about 10% of the way through. But that's only while there's no DLC, because we're going to have to come back to all of the Elden Ring weapons I've done and do DLC bosses with them. Plus, we're going to get more weapons. So, lots to come. I'm dead. I lived? Did I actually... Oh, there we go. Okay, I lived. Wow. I need a more consistent way of getting down there, because, like, I'm just winging it. Oh, where's the... Here it is. I'll level up. Let's get 50, and then... We'll do Dex. And I've said it before, but once the DLC hits, I'm going to do probably a number of these weapons again and just do DLC with them. And then I'll do a couple of maybe new weapons. And I'll just pick like randomly between the new weapons. Maybe do like 2 or 3. And do like a full run with some new stuff, and then we'll go back to like all the other games and whatnot. But, you know, there's 30 weapons to choose from. When I hop back on these runs for DLC. This doesn't do strike damage, does it? Yeah, standard and pierce. I don't know what standard even means. Like, what is that? Like, there's strike damage, there's slash damage, there's pierce damage, and there's standard. The hell's standard? Probably can knock him down with a charge fork, I imagine. I don't know how good it is at breaking them, though. Not very, apparently. Okay, you guys are too close. I don't know how they could have made this fight, like, more balanced, because it used to be ridiculous, right, with all of them constantly attacking you, and now it's just, like, so easy. Maybe if they changed, like, the aggro range or something. I don't really know what they did, so I can't say. All I know is they made it so, like, only one of them attacks you at a time. I don't think they should have made this a trio, though. I think they should have made, like, one of the Altus, or either Altus or, the one in... No, they probably should have done the one in Altus. That one could have been a trio. This one being a trio is awful because of the rot. Here we go. We're going to... here. But, like, having the rot in this fight just really... It's so bad. Say make this one a duo and make the Altus one the trio with no rot. And that would be fine. Because I think that was the real issue with the trio, is like they spam the magic spamming guy is like the worst. Because he gets zoned out by the spear guy and the ring guy, and then the magic guy is just like pelting you from across the arena and putting rot on you, and it's just ugh. But then they nerfed it and kind of made it a little brain dead. Like once you break them too, the fight is so easy. You just can just stagger your R1s and then they die. And the other two won't hit you at all because that's how it's coded. I'm resting. I wasn't going to.
Well, it's been a... How can I?
Nope.
Nervous?
Bleed has a lot of damage on the riposte. Did it bleed? No, not yet. There it is. I still think it's weird you can go to the map before some of these bosses even die. It's just really strange. Like, you can warp out of a lot of fights too early. Can you knock this guy over? can stagger him. Okay. Hey, buddy. Chill out. Wonder how he is as a Natch summon. I've never used him. The Gavel of Heim is actually really annoying to, like... Actually, really both of the Heim spells are, now that I think about it. Like, the Gavel he does, you have to have a precise roll to not get hit by it. And then the cannon just has such a huge AoE. It can be hard to not get hit by. Alright, so we got this, then we got the Apostle. And then that's it for Caelid for now. We'll come back here later after, do some stuff at Altus. So maybe we get back to Caelid. I don't know. It would be like the very end of this hour if we did. This run feels like it's going to be fairly quick, though. Weapons is pretty decent. It has bleed. I remember I used this weapon on, I think it was like the first randomizer I did, where I was throwing away my weapon after every boss. But this was like the weapon I would use in between bosses, because it was like +7 or something, because you can get one from what's his face, as Edgar. So I just switch to another weapon for a boss and then come back to this one. Kind of wish I didn't do it that way though now. Well, that was a fun run. I would like to do that run again, honestly. Except the boss settings were really messed up. Because I was trying to find a way to mix all the bosses with each other, but I didn't know how to do it back then. And I did something weird where I put every pool of bosses had, I don't even know how to describe it because it's not really that easy. But basically, you had the chance to see like the same boss, like we could say Malenia. You had the chance to see Malenia in like every single pool instead of like every time. So like if there's 7 pools of bosses, you know, you have open world bosses, you have dragon bosses, you have Evergaol bosses. You could potentially see Malenia like 7 different times with the way I did it instead of like one time by merging all the bosses the right way. I don't think we saw Malenia 7 times. We did see Malenia 1 time though. Never saw Radon. There were a lot of Black Knife Assassins in that run, too. I'd like to do another Elden Ring randomizer, but I feel like I've done so many. And I say that, I've only done like 3. Well, I've done 3 on like, YouTube stream and whatnot. I've done a couple off-stream. Like 2, maybe. Then you have people who do randomizers, like, all the time. Except they don't do, like, all bosses like I do. They do, like, you know, the bare minimum. Which is fine. Some people don't want to do, like, 30-hour randomizers, and I get it, but I really enjoy doing it. Like, the whole idea for randomizers for me is, like, the progression needed to find everything, because, like, you have to get more items to find all the bosses. You need like 3 items if you're just trying to beat the game, which I find far less interesting. That's why Dark Souls 1 randomizers are so good, because you need a lot of items potentially to beat the game. You know, you need, at a minimum, the Lord Vessel and 4 Lord Souls, but you probably need a lot of different key items and whatnot. And, like, the later you get into the franchise, the less that becomes a thing. The 7 Great Runes are nice, but... Oh, man. You know, you need Rolled. But that's it, right? So, like, if you're trying to get to all bosses, there's so many other items you would need. Couple that with a Foggate randomizer, and then it's just chaos. Am I gonna... Okay, thought I was gonna miss that again. Where do I jump down here? Yeah. But again, people don't like doing super long randomizers. I blame TikTok. I do think they're really fun at the beginning. I think the novelty kind of wears off eventually, but like the beginning of runs are always exciting. Oh my god. Wait, what? How am I targeting the guy outside? I was hoping I could get a stagger there. Here, gamble. Damn, I was hoping I could strafe that. Oh, that was stupid. I didn't even try and roll it. I thought I could just run from it. Trying to get too fancy for my own good. God, he hits hard. I have no stamina. I feel like you could just honestly run behind him on a lot of attacks and avoid getting hit completely. Alright, where again? We're going to... here. So Kayla's done for now. I don't think I missed anything. I hope I didn't miss anything. We got Margit and Godrick. It's always weird to me now that, like, Limgrave is done so early in the run. Like, after these two bosses, it's done. And then, like, we don't finish another area completely until, like, near the end of the game. Because Caelad's not technically done until, like, the last 10 bosses, because I saved the Misbegotten Crucible for after Godskin Duo. Liurnia you can't finish until you do the Moonlight Altar. Altus is just so massive that... I mean, I could technically finish it, I guess, before, like, well, I don't know, the Ashen Capital, I guess, if you count that as part of it, you can't until the end. But, like, I don't want to do Reichard until I'm as strong as possible, you know? That fight's so miserable. So save that for the end. The sewer, I think, just makes more sense to do at the end, because it takes longer to get into through regular Leyndell. So, like, the next thing you're done with, I guess, actually, would probably be Liurnia, but after that, it's like the mountaintops.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy meager flame. Coward.
Feels like such an insult. Meager flame.
It's tightly. Oh, the guards you breached. Well, but of course.
Well. Let's see. 45, 46. All right. Who gave these guys the power of wind? Like, how'd that happen? Stop. Does anything have the power of water in this game? I'm trying to think. Because then all we need is Heart, and then we can summon Captain Planet. The power of Heart lies in us all. Maybe we're the power of Heart. Or maybe we're Captain Planet. Trying to save the world. Yeah. Nice bleed. I love the scream. It's my favorite thing in this game. Oops, a little early. We need more screaming cutscenes like that in the DLC.
Return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Yeah. You can't destroy this throne, right? Oh, you can't even attack here. Oh, okay, you definitely can't destroy it then. This was, I think, the first part of Stormveil I saw in my first playthrough. Because I ran to Liurnia and then I came through here and went backwards. Liurnia. I think the view, like, as soon as you, like, leave Stormveil and enter Liurnia, it's probably, well, one of my favorite views in the entire game. Where you can just see the entirety of Liurnia. I think Liurnia and Altus. Honestly, man, there's just a lot of really, really nice views in this game. Grave's got some too. It's like the first time you leave that hero's grave. You just look out into the world and you see, you know, Stormveil, you see the Erd Tree. Just open green fields. Winged Sword Insignia could be decent, I think, for this. I don't know, what else do I have on? I have the Sorceal on, I think, still, which I don't really need at this point. Starscourge Heirloom, I'll take this one off, I think. Actually, you know what? I'll take this off, too. Do that. Coming. Oh my god. Sometimes I just really hate parkouring up these walls. Oh, so easy. Like, if you're on any of these platforms in Liurnia, you just have a good view, like, above the swamp, I mean. like on the sides or whatever. You can even see Gelmir in the distance. Gelmir, Lucaria, you can see the 4 Belfries, you can see Manicelis, Carrion Study Hall, and then obviously the Erd Tree. You can pretty much see from anywhere outside. Very hard to miss. I always forget where this stupid cave is. I think I went by it. Did I go by it? No, I think it's after this, actually. Here? Okay, maybe I don't know. Is it past this? No, it's right here. Okay. I don't even know if you need to jump there. I guess it helps. I'm just trying to get the wing sword insignia buff, so I'm trying to spam attacks. I keep missing them. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get back to Caelid, but we'll definitely get to Altus. It's only 1, 2, I feel like 6 more bosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, something like that. 7, 8. Okay, maybe there's more than I thought. But I think we can get back to Altus anyways. So like Volcano Manor. I feel like usually in a new game I can tell like how fast a run's gonna be. And this will pretty much be like the same speed as most of them. Like 13 hours or so. Game time. A little laggy here. Yeah, I don't really know how useful the Winged Sword Insignia is going to be. Feels like it's not proccing that much. It's not the fastest weapon. Gotta remember the medallion here. I forgot it one run. And then I didn't get a grace anywhere near here. No one asked. What is the curse? I don't know what the curse is. Alright, dogs, where are you? Dogs drop something? What do they drop? A random ingredient? Yes. Wow, okay, well, this is easy. Staggers on every hit. This is very dark here. I just forget how dark it is after the death rate bird. Because I think it gets pretty light once you leave this cave. Okay, maybe not. Are we still underneath? I can't tell. Oh, it's also raining. That can't help. Now it's a bit lighter. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think more until Volcano Manor. How can you not go between those trees? Alright, the snail should be pretty simple. I mean, really, all these bosses are... everything in Liurnia is pretty easy. Except for the Moonlight Altar. I should say at this point. Anyway, if you're doing new game, different story. That's my real only complaint with this run is, at least in New Game Plus, like nothing's really that difficult until later on. The Dragonbarrow is a good difficulty spike, but it's pretty much it until like the mountaintops, or maybe underground somewhere, deep root. To get this over DS1, or maybe not DS1, but DS2, things would be very difficult. DS1 isn't that bad until you get to like DLC and Four Kings. Although it depends on your weapon. Like ONS can be pretty bad if you have a really low damage weapon. Actually, a lot of things can be really bad if you have a low damage weapon. But like the boss sets aren't that complicated. The movesets aren't complicated in Dark Souls 1 till the DLC. can't remember if these things bleed or not. One of these days, I want to see the Spirit Caller snail in the whatchamacallit, the Spirit Caller cave. I wanna leave it alive to see if it summons the Apostle and Noble again, because apparently it does. I've never seen it, I've never tried it, but I've heard it does. I don't really know how it works. Like, I don't know if it summons them back as bosses or if it summons them as like just random enemies in the fight, and the boss is still just the snail. Like, I don't know how it works. But it's something I want to test. Because I'm just curious. I've never seen, like, video of it. But, like, realistically, how would you not kill the snail after killing the first two parts of that fight? Like, sure, you could get unlucky and die to it if you have, like, no health and no flasks, and it, like, grabs you or something or spits at you. But, like, if you have resources to stay alive, like, you shouldn't die to that snail. Even if you have, like, poor damage, it just doesn't have a lot of health. Eight stone sword keys. All right, how many we used? We used 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. 5, I think. 5 that I can think of. Nice bleeding. Dude. I feel like in most of the dungeons where you need keys to get into, you can probably get a stone sword key back. Maybe not most of them, but a couple of them. Like this one you can, Jail Cave. I wonder if Seathwater River has, or Seathwater Cave has one. Fringe Folk. I don't know if you can do that in Fringe Folk either. Okay. I think that spell actually tracks you. There's like one part of it that shoots out farther than the rest, and that part like tracks you. Alright, I'll probably level up after the boss, I think. I'm not going to do it yet. Because we're going to lose whatever runes we have when we go to Volcano Manor. Oh, that's so much farther down than I thought it was. I thought it was like up here somewhere. The grace here. Thought it was like back a little bit. Imagine if this was this guy you looked at every night. All the stars. Just so bright. I hate doing this part. I really hate doing this part. It's so sketchy. Like when I'm dropping down, I never feel safe. I feel like I'm just gonna randomly die. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen sometimes. I always forget they climb ladders. Yo, hit the thing. I wonder how many dungeons where there's a lever like that there's an imp in front of. Like, I can think of at least 3 or 4 where like you see the lever and then to your right there's an imp. Volcano Manor. Yeah, we're definitely not getting back to Caelid, but next time we'll get back to Caelid. Just wherever you go in Liurnia, man, there's always a great view. 4 belfries right there. They're basically saying, hey, go explore this. Caria Manor, it's kind of foggy, but you can almost make it out. Yeah, this armor is so shiny for, you know, having run around and been killing things for the last, I don't know how many hours. Nah, right, it's raining. It washes everything off. These, the greaves remind me of, like, duck feet, or, like, the feet. Like duck feet or something. Like webbed. Also, the mitt that's on the right hand, too. The left hand actually has, like, fingers, but the right hand does not. The right hand is like a catcher's mitt. It's a very interesting armor set. I do love the mask, though. Or the helmet. More than the other one. So much edgier. Alright, level up real quick. Let's see. 37 takes us to 53. It's pretty much the same. I still have the Source Seal on? I think I do. Like a more endurance. And we're gonna leave behind 79k, huh? No, we're not. We're not doing that. Let me pop that, and then we can get one more level, I believe. Really? There we go. 108. Perfect. Dude, look at the cod piece. Glorious. These guys are ready for anything. Never really explored like much of the some of the paths down here as you come down. I always just come down to the bottom. That's not gonna kill me. Man, it's a struggle trying to die to this thing. Oh, the eyes are golden. I just noticed. Can't see him now, though. I'm not sure if you kill that thing if it respawns. I can't remember. I'm kind of surprised they, like, never patched that drop. Because it feels super unintended. Like, there's so many places you can drop down there and you'll die, except for, like, that one spot. And there's no real way to... Actually, I don't know. I don't know if there's a way to get, like, other than that, to get to, like, this part of Volcano Manor. Oh, 3 hit bleed. No super thrust, huh? Couldn't get a roll in there. You better stop, I swear to God. At this point, I'm just trying to rush him down. Ah, that was stupid. Too greedy. I was hoping for a bleed to just finish him off, but didn't happen. Like, how do you grab anything with this right hand? I can't get a good view of it. It's just a big glove. Big metal glove. Or mitten, rather. Bleed, nice. All right. 180k. I think that's one level at this point. Damn, strength is still better than Dex at this point, because what's the scaling? Is it B and C? Yeah, B Dex, C Siege, strength, and because we're two-handing, strength is better sometimes. But I think I'm going to call it there, and the next time we'll pick up with the Abductor Virgin duo. We'll do a little bit of Altus, then we'll head back to Caelid, and eventually Liurnia. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.